Son Jupiter here, and today I want to tell you why pre-orders are pointless. Just stop. Just fucking stop, okay? I want to find all the publishers and CEOs of these video game companies, look them in the eye, and tell them what a cheap, lying, no good, scoundrel, butt-fucking, mother, cock-sucking, dildo-sucking, snake-biting sons of bitches that they are, while they grind up on their mothers and fuck their fathers with their goddamn fingers in their buttholes when they go with sticks. Okay? It's getting out of hand. Hallelujah. Holy shit. What'd you expect? More console? But in all seriousness, in this video I want to break down why pre-orders are pointless in the digital age of the internet. So I'm going to take you back to a magical time in history when people raised their kids without an iPad, music was played on actual instruments, and the hatred for brown people was at an all-time high. This, of course, was the early 2000s. So in the early 2000s, video games were booming. You had your three consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, and GameCube. Or you played on PC if you were a pretentious asshole. Anyway, these games all required a hard copy to play on, a DVD-ROM. Except the GameCube. Because, you know, Nintendo. So with big titles like Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, retailers were having a hard time keeping consistent with inventory because they never knew what games were going to be a hit. They didn't want too many copies of the game filling up the shelves and collecting dust when a bigger game might be coming out in the next couple weeks. When you break it down, it's simple economics. Supply and demand. There's no way to gauge this market. Customers were finding themselves helpless to find a copy of a popular game when it came out, and retailers couldn't supply the game and missed out on an opportunity to make easy money. But then at some point, a hero rose and came up with $1 billion idea. Not the idea we deserved, but the idea we needed.
Thank you for joining me here at my house tonight. Honestly, I would have preferred to do this at the company office, but you know, this is YouTube, we don't have a budget, and probably no one's watching.
You know, it's just good to be here, and you know, I would just like to say...
Shut the fuck up! The point is, we're both here today to solve the issue that's hurting our business, okay? I've got a wife, 2 retarded kids, and a really bad coke habit to support. Damn it! I need solutions.
So, what's the issue?
Boy, I will snatch the life out of you if you ever speak out of turn again. And to answer your question, the issue we're having is no fucking idea what video game titles will sell and which ones won't. We're either making too many or too little copies to distribute to the retailers, and the retailers are either not selling enough or buying too many and not making any profit. It's complete disarray. Cats and dogs living together. It's mass hysteria.
Yeah, who would have thought that a video game where you murder countless people and commit all sorts of crimes would have been a huge hit?
I'm gonna ignore my raging hate for you for 1 second and agree Grand Theft Auto 3 was a huge success. I've never seen so many dead hookers in my life, other than my bachelor party, of course. But too bad we didn't have enough copies to go around, or we would have made even more money. How the hell are we supposed to read the mind of a nerdy gamer living in his mom's basement? How are we supposed to know what that fucking loser wants?
Maybe we should ask them.
What do you mean?
Ask gamers what games they're planning on buying and then let them tell us.
Alright, get the fuck out.
You see, in 1983, the video game market crashed thanks to Atari, and publishers became very stingy, fearing the overproduction of games might cause another crash. Nintendo took the reins of success for the rest of the 80s and early 90s until Sony released the PlayStation in 1995. Then the tech giant Microsoft saw an opportunity in the market, and the rest is history. But what do I know? What do I do? I eat cinnamon rolls and do bang quotes.
You do bang quotes?
Of course!
You have 1 minute to explain this super complex idea to me before I beat you senseless.
Okay, so we market a game to the public, you know, do a cinematic trailer, show gameplay, all that stuff.
Yeah!
And then right after, in some way, we ask them if they are planning on buying that game or not. That way, we produce just enough copies for those individuals to purchase upon release.
So basically you're saying, who wants this game? And then we ask for a show of hands, And then we go make copies.
In a metaphorical sense, yes.
Damn it, man. I think you're really onto something.
Yeah, it's like when a restaurant takes reservations and then they know how many waiters they need to staff.
What the fuck did you just say?
Nothing?
No! Did you say reservation?
Maybe?
Oh my god, man! You're a certified genius!
I am?
Well, it's a long shot, but just maybe. But listen here, we don't just ask them, we take reservations for copies of the game. That way they have to buy it. Fuck it! We'll charge $1, $5 for them to reserve a copy. The possibilities are endless. We'll call it pre-ordering. That way they think they've made the choice themselves.
Well, that's good and all, but I don't think people should have to spend money to reserve something that they're already going to spend a good chunk of cash on, you know? Like, video games are expensive enough as it is, and I don't know if people are willing to spend over $50 for a video game. I mean, you know, come on, that's just ridiculous.
I'll kill you!
And that was it. You pay a $5 fee to reserve a copy of a game, pay the $50. Games used to be $50, remember? And the day it came out, you had a guaranteed copy of the game waiting for you. And this also gave video game distributors, retailers, a better idea of how many to manufacture and sales projections. You know what? I even remember times you didn't even need to pay for the game until you showed up to buy it. You only needed to put $5 reservation. And that was the point, to reserve a hard copy. Do you see where I'm going with this? Now comes the internet. Later in the 2000s, online multiplayer games became the norm for console gamers. Game developers prolonged their successful games with unplanned DLC, much to the consumer's liking. The market and the world, as we knew it, started to shift to an age where hard copies were no longer required. Streaming services, Netflix, killed blockbusters and Hollywood videos around the globe, but no one seemed to notice or care. People could now download full video games and pornos from the comfort of their own homes. There was no use for retailers, and the pre-ordering of hard copies ceased to exist. GameStops everywhere were closing and were being replaced by microbreweries. The world had moved on. Or did it?
If you pre-order Destiny 2 from GameStop, you get this delightful Cade 6 figure. If you pre-order from places like ThinkGeek and EB Games, you get this Lord Saladin figure with 2 wolves.
No! GameStop pushes on. But how? The same way every threatened creature does. Adapt and evolve. But GameStop didn't just change, pre-orders did too. Oh, thank God.
Alright, I think we're good for part 1.
Part 1?
We're doing part 1 of pre-orders are pointless, and we're going to do part 2 next
No! We said we're doing one more video. What? No. Okay, Murph, no, we're doing one more video.
Yeah.
One more video.
Okay.
That's 2 videos.
Okay, one video is part 1.
No! Turn the music off! No, one video.
2 parts,
One video. What is this, The Hobbit?
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's great. It'll be 3 parts.
Banger Banger. No, we said.
I got it.
We said one video.
I got it. We do part 1, part 2, and then the 3rd video we'll call the Battle of the 5 Armies.
God damn it, I fucking hate this job. No, smash that like button.